Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to PCM20. It's Career Mode, episode 170. Today we are in the first of two straight monuments that we'll be showcasing in this episode. This one, Ronde van Vlaanderen, aka the Tour of Flanders. Big race, and it's one that I have historically underestimated the difficulty of this one, and I've often focused on trying to get sprinters, which we did last episode successfully 2 out of 3 times. A win, a podium, we managed to pull that off. But we underestimated the difficulty of the cobbles the other time. This time, no underestimation. Both races today are the toughest cobbled races on the calendar. We know better than to take them on without being suitably prepared. So today we ride for our classics riders, regardless of their speed, and try to survive. I don't know how good of a result we can manage, and it is an objective, and I'm a little disappointed in Moreno for not getting back in time here as we hit our very first cobbled section of the day, but you can already see just how difficult that was as Moreno and Rajkovic. What happened to you, buddy? He flew backwards and I didn't even see it. Already off the back, literally on the first one of the day, and Moreno gives up on his job, and look at this mess. I mean, we got 46 riders in the Peloton already. McKinney and get water. That was crazy just how that happened so fast. First one of the day, and we see just a massive split in the field. And some of these riders are never going to be seen again. I mean, that group of now 55 might make it back up there, but why not? Moreno has no shot. Why don't you just protect Rajkovic and help him get back on so we can at least get something. Rajkovic is normally somebody I would ride for under these circumstances. He's quick. McKinney, same sort of thing. He's quick. They're a little punchy. But no, we're not taking our chances. This is all about the leaders today. And Jorgensen is that leader. He's our highest rider. He's got a 78 cobble rating today. Of course, our best cobbled rider, Telford, is out injured. He'll be back just after this classic season is done. So he's missing out on the key races that he is best suited for, and that's really unfortunate. But it happens. In fact, it happened on a race just like this one, and entirely on his own. Nobody else fell around him. He fell down and hurt himself. So alright, this one I can burn just 2 stars, less than a kilometer, but uphill, and we get so much of that with Tour of Flanders. Roubaix is difficult cobbled section after difficult cobbled section, and that's what we're going to do next, by the way. But for here, as it's back together now, 121 riders. Oh, not back together anymore. They were in touch there for a moment. Let's start going forward, Rajkovic. Come on, buddy.
There's now more than a minute between the breakaway
Work your
and the
way
pack.
up.
The pack is increasing its work rate. Some teams can't be happy with the breakaway.
You can burn Moreno on the way. That's fine. Problem is the roads are so skinny in this tour, in this classic, that it's really hard. It's so easy to have what happened to him, which is get caught behind one rider going slow and losing all progress just like that and going backwards fast. We got a couple riders breaking off the front, trying to form a new break.
The gap is widening.
Simmons, Quinn Simmons among them.
The pack really doesn't look interested in following the breakaway.
Okay, now we don't need to be
Right
protecting
down.
Rajkovic. We need to be protecting Liechtenstein. There you go.
The riders really
And
have to be
is
vigilant
Rajkovic
on this
that
cobbled section. The vibrations really take it out of you.
fourth one?
Now the guys up
Let's see.
front are asking
We're
serious
looking at a
questions of the
68,
riders in the rear,
75,
as more of them are left in the
70
wake.
on the cobble,
Puncture
so
for a
that was
rider.
mountain. Yeah, we'd rather have Rajkovic.
The Peloton seems to want
So
to wind
why
the
don't
breakaway
you
back in.
do
Now they're
that?
riding, and the gap is melting away. The breakaway is not to everybody's liking. The
A single
Peloton has
point
significantly
on the
increased its
cobbles, but a
speed.
much better climber for McKinney's. And
That's
otherwise
another
those
rider
guys are
with
the
a flat
same.
tire. The road is really treacherous.
Oh, McKinney getting caught behind somebody. You can see how he dropped back 10 wheels just in a hurry there. 121 in the Peloton. Few riders off the front, 229. Total of 4 guys. 102 kilometers to go. Moreno isn't going to last a whole lot longer. He'll be our first casualty, but everybody else is looking fairly strong. So far, so good in the race. New attack group.
It looks like
Kune.
the pack has bitten the dust collectively,
Duel.
but the riders would
Duel's in
seem
that
to be
break.
okay to carry on.
He's going for the
The leader of
long
the pack
victory.
is
100K
dwindling.
from the
Some
finish.
team managers mustn't appreciate
That's
the fact that
aggressive.
there is a breakaway, given that the pack has increased its
Down to
speed.
106 in the
Some
Peloton.
cobbled sections are very narrow, so it's important to be
105,
well
more
positioned
riders
to
getting
avoid
dropped
falls
off.
or breaks in the peloton.
Right
Another
into a
flat
short,
tire.
steep climb there. Out of it.
Falling behind. A team leader is falling behind.
Okay, 93K to go. Moreno does not have anything left, so Reykjavik or
Somebody
not?
says that a rider is down.
Let's go ahead and go with Reykjavik. 62 at the moment. Come on, get your hand up. Yes! Even if those guys get back on, he's already gotten his water. Didn't have to drop back anywhere near as far. And they are back on. 99, 107. So great timing on getting the water there. Moreno
He's
now
trying to get his
fading.
pals to slip.
Let's go ahead and use his gel now. Reykjavik still working his way through.
The pack is putting the squeeze on the breakaway.
I should give him a little assistance. It looks like he's going to be fine now. And he's done. Okay. Makine, you are just not as strong to be riding without extra effort, so we'll do that. And Moreno hanging on for now, partially just because he's a decent climber. And that little acceleration. Oh, big split. 48 riders left. 48, just one off the front. Wouldn't be surprised if that's dual. Nope.
The riders
Oh,
are in
and
a
Moreno
portion
goes
of
down.
10%.
At least it was
Only
Moreno.
a few
Oh, and he went
riders
down
are capable
solo.
of following the very fast pace
He's
up
okay,
front. Holy
He is
cow,
okay.
that was a fall.
Alright, Makine. Yes, holy cow, that was a fall. Gio, Monotoglu. They're alright. Makine's doing okay. Just have to burn more energy for him to ride solo and not have that protection. 40 riders left, no breakaway. Small group close behind, but 2 small groups close behind. And then gaps opening, so it's already starting to look like this might be just about it. It's a minute 12 to, excuse me, chase group of 28 riders. And here comes the big action. We're going to hit
What's going on?
the biggest climb of the day in just a moment for the first of 2 times that we're going to have to do so. And I don't want 78s for this. I want 83. I want 85 for Makine. 86. .8, 4 stars.
Yet another flat tire. It
Vanderpool,
seems to be
ooh,
catching.
with a puncture. Gio, Liechtenstein, come on, you guys. Go, go, go. Go.
Some riders try to use the verge to avoid the cobbles, but it's at the risk of getting a flat tire.
All sorts of splits here. Got caught behind some slower riders. Also, 83 wasn't even enough. Reykjavik
There's
is
another
still
rider with a
okay,
puncture.
and he's
The
with
sides of the road
Jorgensen.
are
So
not a tire's best friend.
Paterberg coming up. 14. Oh, there's 18 off the front. Dang it. Come on, you guys.
This climb features some dreadful percentages.
Kine, you need to start chasing here. Monotoglu's done.
Watch out, a team leader is falling behind.
Stay out of Makine's way. Stay out of Makine's way. Liechtenstein's a bit lower than the others on his cobble rating, and not a great climber. Gio still trying to get back up here to Jorgensen and Reykjavik. Reykjavik is fallen off though, and Gio is solo chasing at the moment, trying to get back up there. Jorgensen needs help. He's too weak of a rider to do something alone. Here comes the Koppenberg. The most famous. It's only 700 meters, but it's 4 stars. Gio, make your move. Get up there, Jorgensen. Come on, Gio. He's just not punchy enough either. And that's the problem with this team. There just isn't any riders. Telford would have been okay, but there's nobody built for a race like this one. We're going to do a little bit better, I think, at Roubaix. Oh, McKinney with the puncture. That's not okay. All right, Toglu. McKinney definitely missing out big time on that one. Rakevich already. Liechtenstein is way behind here. Gio is still chasing and not going to get up there. So we're going to have to just let that go. And Jorgensen's going to have to do his thing. There's 16 riders in the front group, a minute ahead. He's in a chase group of 6. If we have a hope for top 10, it's going to have to come in this next move. Jorgensen isn't that bad, but riding solo is going to be a problem. Can he attack off of this and make contact with the front group? Now it's just 3 riders at least. Okay, we're with Vanderpoel and De Wolf. That's a pretty strong group. And there's Bovin. If we can make contact with him, that's now 4 chasing 3. Oh, Zeta and Rutsch out. But where's my help? Why aren't they taking turns, guys? Come on now. Vanderpoel's still with us. Top 15 at the moment is secure, but nothing else is. I'm not getting any turn from Vanderpoel at all. You would think he would take a turn. There he goes. Ahead of us is Rutsch, and then 12 riders. Jorgensen, you're going to have to hang on, though. You're going to have to just hang on and let Vanderpoel... Oh, bad timing. Bad timing. I was not paying attention to when and where that next cobbled section was, and we get dropped by Vanderpoel. So we did all the hard work and then helped keep him in contact, and then he leaves us. That was my bad misjudging. I didn't look at the minimap for a little bit, seeing that there's a single cobbled section coming up ahead of us. Jorgensen, can you get with Rutsch?
We've just learned of a fall. Let's hope that all riders will get up quickly.
Come on, you're 5 seconds behind him. 5 seconds. There you go. Now just hang on to his wheel. Third time this is going to hurt. We're just going to have to go 99. There's Bovin back, who we had left behind. Betty all full gassed. We'll just have to go our pace. Try to recover after.
The finish line is getting close. The riders have just passed the 15
here comes the
kilometers
Paterberg
sign.
again
Apparently,
after.
there's another puncture. The riders
All right,
should
we're
pay
through
more
that
attention
one.
to their choice of tires. Riders run
Bovin,
enormous
Rutsch,
risk of injury on cobbled sections,
and now
but as
Hayter.
the saying goes, it's the historic races that make the rider and not the other way around. It's in such percentages that the strongest can create some gaps.
Jorgensen.
10 kilometers
Don't need
remaining.
to leave those guys behind. It was just about surviving through that thing and not getting
Watch
dropped.
out. A team leader is falling behind.
All right. Jorgensen and Bovin. And now those 2 are back, so it's all 4 again. 9K to go.
The finish line
Trying
is
to
getting
recover
close.
slightly.
The riders
We're
just
not
passed
going
the
to catch
5
anybody. It's a minute
kilometers
20
road
ahead of
sign.
us.
Another flat tire.
So all we can do is try to beat these 4 guys. 7K, no gel. Okay. They're all struggling really bad. See, they push when they can. They're all taking turns, so that's going to give me a little bit of a chance. Here comes the finish. Van Aert for the win. Duel took 4th. Asgreen was 3rd. 3K to go for me. That's 8 riders across the line already, and 2 minutes. 3K to go. Vanderpoel up all the way up to 9th. So that's who we helped out and then got left behind on. Can I open a gap on these guys? No. Sprint. Come on, Jorgensen. Can you stay ahead of them? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. 14th. Okay. Okay. It's not too bad of a finish. I mean, especially if Zeta's 11th. If I could get a penny for every time I've mentioned how much I miss Zeta, I easily have $1 by now. I easily could have a podium with him virtually each and every classic race. Alright, so here we are at Paris-Roubaix. We've got a large breakaway of 16 riders. Their gap that was once 4 minutes is already down to 2 minutes, and with 160 kilometers to go, the action is just about to get started. We have not hit a cobbled section yet, but we've got 23 of them ahead of us. Yeah, it's going to be busy.
Another race will now begin as we're getting close to Troisville, the first cobbled section. Avoiding a puncture is vital in this type of race. The cobbled sections mean that the riders use
first puncture already
than those normally used on tarmac.
And the action begins. Really poor race day condition overall for the squad today. A -2 net for the entire team. And when you've got 2 guys on fitness peaks, that's a pretty poor draw. Quite poor draw. 2K on this one, 3 stars. It's just going to keep going. There is very little bit in terms of breaks along the way between here and the finish line, between here and the velodrome. So we're just going to have to keep on, and we're going to see things quickly fade away. One of our 3 contenders, our 3 strongest cobble riders, Liechtenstein on a -2. His resistance took a massive hit. His cobble rating took a big hit too. So he's only a 73 cobble. He's a 64 resistance today. He's only a 70 stamina today. So we've had to reverse and trying to ride for Makine instead. But you can already see Moreno on the verge. He's not going to last much longer. Liechtenstein's not going to last very long like this one. And we're just going to have to keep up with it. 2 more riders attacking off the front. Right now this is where everybody is, so it's still Peloton together. You can see the first groups are starting to split off here. 134 riders, but we've got a long ways to go, and there's a little gap to the next cobble section. 136 now. Coming back up a little bit.
Things are heating up in front.
More riders attacking off the front. Pettiol among them, so we've got a couple of good ones. But there's still 131, so there's plenty of firepower in the chase. But we also need to start stepping this up because it's gonna get intense after this cobble section anyway.
There's another rider with a puncture. The sides of the road are not a tire's best friend.
Oh, Gio. Oh, crap. And I'm on a Toglu. Ouch. Ouch, 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 ouchie, ouchie. And then Reykjavik drops back to help Gio. That's our second rider on the day, our number 2 man. Luckily, just a little bit of a gap in there is going to help us recover somewhat. There's more riders off the front than there was before. Just got to watch out for that. That group's growing at the front, where our groups are shrinking.
The road is really treacherous.
Monotoglu's still trying to recover. His effort level is he does not have a great cobble rating. Does not have great resistance. He's going to have... Marino is protecting Jorgensen. Let's go ahead and switch that out. Marino's done. And he's already set to auto. Kine caught behind Marino at the moment.
There's a sustained rhythm at the moment. Some riders
he needs to
definitely
up
will be
his
able to keep
effort
up.
to stick around. Okay, a little break in the action. That front group's all together other than one rider in the no man's land zone. But we're at 2 minutes behind, so it's not that big of a gap. But it also isn't really coming down. And more riders are just kind of attacking off.
The lead over the pack is dwindling. The pack is increasing its work rate. Some teams can't be
4 stars, 2.5K.
Yet another flat tire. It seems to be catching. The riders really have to be vigilant on this cobbled section. The vibrations
Okay,
really
Moreno
take
going
it out
back,
of you.
but otherwise everybody's there. Big split there, but it's going to come back together. Or at least it looks like it. There's still enough firepower in this group. Guys quickly putting pedal down to try to catch up. Reykjavik, wow, that was fast. Okay, Monotoglu also Liechtenstein. 3 of them. There's the Forest of Ehrenberg. Oh, crap! Jorgensen goes down. You gotta be kidding me. Just Niels Pollitt and Jorgensen. We're screwed now. We're totally screwed now. That's our best rider, our only chance. 79 cobble rating. And he goes down just like that. Ah, jeez. I'm upping his effort, and then all of a sudden it says 70. This game is so cruel sometimes. So cruel. Okay. Well, any hopes of anything just went... again, it just did it again. I'm upping his effort more, and he's falling back further and further. Moreno's right there. I'd have him drop back, but there's no point.
Thank goodness he looks fit to get back in the race. So this is the last third.
Jorgensen's our only chance. Only chance of anything. These guys are all long gone. There's already... I mean, look how far away that Peloton is. Guillaume and McKinney are all we have left now. Oh, this is going to get ugly. There's 25 riders off the front. We're going to be lucky to finish in the top 25 today. We really are. Jorgensen's so far back now. These guys, come on. There's Bovin. There's Pollitt. That's who we were crashed with. Jorgensen just does not have a great flat rating. And we're catching the chase group, but the chase group's big. And none of those guys have energy to drop back and actually help Jorgensen recover to that group. Is that Pollitt? No, it's Van Schip. Van Schip was used up to try to help Pollitt get back. Those are teammates. Now he's just racing solo, but that's not the group. Jorgensen, he's too far back. He is 3.5 minutes behind. 3.5 minutes behind. There's no way. No chance. And McKinney goes down. A crash and 3 punctures in this race today. Poor race day condition draw. This is just absolutely devastating. Look at this. I mean, we're at this point, at this moment, we're looking at barely squeezing inside the top 50 with Guillaume. Jorgensen has made contact with that group. However, he's way off. And that's why Guillaume, you can't rely on Guillaume. He's got a 68 flat rating. He's a 74 cobble rating. He's got 67 resistance. It's a reason why all hopes were on Jorgensen, who's now left that group behind. So he's caught them, he's left them behind. But you can see now his energy is gone. Guillaume's energy is gone. So, here's what we're going to do. Auto. Wow, Sagan. There's Sagan. Sagan's all the way back here. Halverson. There's Hayter, who we were with on that last race. Gritze up the road. Youngles. There's Suderlin going backwards. And Hoyrank. He's 78 cobble rating. I mean, these guys are way behind. This is a hard race. We're down to 16 in the Peloton. We will ride with them the rest of the way because we are a million miles behind. So we'll just see what happens. We'll keep this level 2 speed. Asgreen in the group. Bloom Levy in the group. Vanderpool in the group, but he's very tired. Rutsch is very tired. Verbrecken's looking good. Duel's looking good. And attacking off the front. Berto Zeta. Look at those ratings. Give me another penny. And Art attacking, knowing that that was a strong move and looking to bridge the gap and go with them. 48k to go. Guillaume is 4 minutes behind. Jorgensen has made his way through from literally last on the road for us to now he's caught McKinney. 3 at the front, pulling away. They're now a minute 10 ahead. 13 in the chase group. Duel for Bracken. Working hard to try to keep these guys in tow. Zeta, definitely tired. Charette is definitely tired. Van Aert looking okay at this point. And the gap's opened up slightly. 5 more seconds. 38K to go.
That's why some
Go a little bit faster now. Got a little gap to the next small cobbled section before we get into the big final push. 2 riders now have escaped this group, and they're close. Asgreen among them. Cortians is looking like Jorgensen. He looks like about Jorgensen's ability. Jorgensen 9 minutes behind. He's closer to Gio than he was, but he's in group A15. And he's making good progress. He has definitely moved past a ton of riders out there. 5 in the front group, 55 seconds to the chase group, and these are the big final difficult cobbled sections. These are the last decisive area until you get down to the velodrome itself. So just a few more cobbled sections to potentially split this group up. They have a minute 7, so they've been holding a steady gap. Nobody's attacking each other. These 5, I think they're saving it for the velodrome. And because they are saving it for the velodrome, they should hang on. That's the last, well, penultimate cobbled section. You have that one quick section right before the end. That one's not much. It's pretty lightweight. One more rider attacking off. There's that cobbled section. It's just 2 stars. And that's Duel. That's Duel. That was the last contender in the Peloton. So that's it. There's your 6. But I don't know if Duel can catch him. It's 6.5K to go. He has caught them. Wow, they sat up just a little bit and he made contact. So you figure Zeta, not a sprinter. Van Aert absolutely is. Cortians, no. Duel, little bit. Asgreen, definitely a bit. And Charette, a bit. So, oh no. Sorry. You got to say Van Aert's got to be the favorite here. Somebody hit the button. It was me. Alright, well, let's ride with Van Aert, because I think he's the favorite. He's who I'm picking. Last lap.
There's another rider with a puncture.
Here we go. 2K to go. 2K to go. Van Aert leading it out. That makes sense. You got some bobbing shoulders. Oh, the next group coming in, interfering. Oh, man. Here goes Van Aert. He attacks first. And look at him explode away from the group. Easy victory for Wout. Van Aert. Charette second. Duel third. Asgreen. Cortians. And then Umberto Zeta. Matthew Van Der Poel gets awfully close from a ways back. There's your top 17 now. And now back with Gio entering the velodrome. 3.8K. Top 20 has already been decided, so he's outside of that range. 3K to go. 1 lap to finish it off. In a group of 6. Group A10. 9 minutes behind. Jorgensen at 11 minutes behind. Gio has no sprint left. I shouldn't have left him on auto because he burst the energy leading the group out, so he's giving away 5 positions potentially, 600 meters.
But apparently, he's back in the saddle.
And he does finish right at the back of the group. 56th. We don't even crack the top 50 after Jorgensen's crash. That is utterly devastating. He rides solo to the line. He beats out 5 of his teammates along the way after that crash. And moves up from probably 150th to 66th in the end, but miles off the pace. Ouch. I had hopes for maybe squeezing out a top 10 today. No way does a rider like Jorgensen compete for the win. He's got a 61 sprint, 64 acceleration base, 67 resistance, 71 stamina, 73 flat. Those are not good ratings. But with that race day condition, right? He had a 79 cobble, he had a 75 flat, he had a 76 stamina, he had 72 resistance. I was hoping maybe, just maybe, he can get in the top 10. Very least top 25. And then that was really harsh on us today. The race day condition, first and foremost. The injury to Telford, first and foremost. But then in the race itself, 3 punctures and a crash to our main rider. The crash affecting everything way more than the punctures did. So for him to be the one impacted by that sent him right from the very front to the very back. Harsh. That is going to do it for this episode, though. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button, even though we didn't have results today. Sympathy like would be appreciated. I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there, and bye for now.